Hi, and welcome to Divine Destiny with Debbie. Today we're reading for December 19th, 20th, 21st, and 22nd, Monday through Thursday. Now, if you're new to the channel or if you like to cross-watch and you don't want to watch the introduction, which this is, and will be tagged onto all of the readings, then just go right down there. I should have updated the timestamp, so that should just bypass me completely, or at least this part. Now, I hope you will watch it at least once, though, because I try to put some good information. And again, this is a general reading. It may or may not resonate. Take what you like, leave the rest. I am an intuitive channeler. I open myself to higher power, God, Holy Spirit, and let whatever comes through come through. Now, I'm going to go and talk a little bit before we get into the cards. I'm going to talk about what's going on in the skies. I do have this posted on my website, in my blogs, but we do have some interesting stuff happening. December 20th. Remember, we are in the shadow of Mercury retrograde. Mercury goes retrograde on December 29th. So we do have that very anything can happen type of energy going on. Mercury has a lot to do with electronics, has to do with messages. So, it has to do with people coming back in. I feel Mercury, when it goes retrograde, it tries to clean up some of the mess. Sometimes it makes a little bit more of a mess before you can clean it up. If you've ever had to clean out your garage, you understand what I'm saying about it before things can get organized. I think Mercury helps to work with karmic energy. When we're in the retrograde time, karmic energy gets resolved, or it works towards resolution. How's that? So we have other things going on. This December 20th through the 23rd, and actually, through the 29th, is going to have some strong energies. We have on the 20th, Jupiter, which has been going back and forth between between Aries and Pisces. Well, now it's leaving Pisces for good, and it's going into Aries. And then it's going to stay in Aries. It's going to transition in and out of that too. But right now it is going into Aries. It is going to be very focused energy. This is a really strong time to write down your goals, okay? Write down the things you want to happen and be persistent. This is the time, just be persistent. I really get this persistent energy here. It's like, every day, put it out there, okay? Because Aries is fire energy, so it's very passionate burning, and Jupiter, is the planet of good fortune. Every day, be like that little drop of water that just keeps hitting that rock until you make a really big indent. Okay, so that's the 20th, 9:33 a.m. The 21st, we have the winter's solstice, or that's for the northern hemisphere. The southern hemisphere has the summer solstice. These are those times where, there's a lot of metaphysical energy going on around solstices. So this is again a time to put it out there. Drop. I know I'm going to be for drop, with that water. Just keep putting it in there. Sun is entering Capricorn, Earth energy, at 4:59 p.m. on the 21st. So we have winter solstice. We have the sun going into Capricorn. So Capricorn is the Earth, so it is about your money, job, career, very tangible energy. There is Capricorns are workhorses. I know that all of us can have this part about us, but Capricorns, they get things done when they set their mind to it. They have to set their mind to it. Capricorn is squaring with Jupiter, and that day also. Now, squaring has a little bit of a, kind of a little bit of a rub. It's like that little piece of sand in an oyster that can become that pearl. So it's kind of like saying, you've got to do it. You've got to do it. You've got to do it. So it's kind of irritating to each other. But because of that irritation, there's a little bit kind of a competition. It's like, well, we're going to get this done. Now, the 22nd, we have Venus in Capricorn trining with Uranus, which is retrograde in Taurus. Again, two earth energies. And Venus, so there can be unexpected relationship energies. And remember, we also have the 29th, we have Mercury going retrograde in Capricorn, going retrograde itself in Capricorn. And when Mercury goes retrograde, which we are in that shadow, many things can happen with relationships. A lot of times that's about, old relationships coming back into our lives. There can be some just really big insights about relationships. Mercury is about electronics. It's about messages. It's a very I don't want to say fluid because it's not. You don't want to put fluids with Mercury. It's a very electric type of energy. So we are in a time when anything can happen, and I do feel when Mercury goes retrograde that there's a lot of karmic readjustment being offered or being done during this time. So we have that Venus. Now on the 23rd, we have the new moon in Capricorn at 5:16 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So again, the 20th through the 23rd, very strong energy, very much if there's something that's just not moving for you or not being put into place or just not, drip, drip, drip. You have to be persistent. Many times we don't get it on the first try, sometimes not even on the second, sometimes not on the 99th, but then that 100th time comes. And then our wounded warrior, Chiron, goes direct. So there's, I'm not really an expert with the wounded hero, the wounded warrior, Chiron, except that there's a lot of self-sacrificing with Chiron, and it's been going retrograde, so now it's going to go direct. So I would say between the 20th through the 23rd is going to be very strong energies, and then we look at our numbers. We have December, which is the 12th month. We have the 20th, so we have a lot of that 2 energy, changes, decisions, coming together. So on December 22nd, 2022, we've got all those 2s. That has to mean something. So very interesting energies going on right now. Now, for the readings, I am going to be using my Radley Valentine decks. I will be using my Archangel Power Tarot cards and my Guardian Angel Tarot cards. I will be using my Inspirational Wisdom from Angels and Fairies. Okay, and there's the Frances Monroe and Judy Mastrangelo, and my Emily Anderson Crystal deck. I will also, just because I was doing this, I was doing some videos, product reviews or card reviews. I don't know what we're going to do with this per se, but for this time, we're going to use the Angel Answers Oracle cards. I do have a little problem with the Angel Answers, is that it doesn't always give you the answer you want it to. So isn't that how life is? So let's see. Now, so that's what we're going to do in the main readings. But for right now, I am going to be using my Rider-Waite Rider Traditional Tarot and my Osha Zen Tarot cards. Remember what I said earlier. These are general readings. They may or may not resonate. Take what you like. Leave the rest. And again, I am an intuitive channeler. I open myself to higher power, God, Source, Holy Spirit, and, let them take the show. Okay, so let's see. Okay. Holy Father, what do we have coming? We have this one jumping. Remember, cards that are reversed, to me, I believe they have stronger, pay attention energy. So let's see what we have. So the first one that jumped is the Fool, a new beginning, a new start. Believe. It may not necessarily look positive. It may not look the way you want it to be, but just believe. But it is a new journey. It is a new start. So let's see what else we might have here. One more shuffle. Oh, and here we go. And we come to the Page of Swords. All right, so that one fell on the floor. Let's see. How about one more? What else do we have? One other card. One other card. So there is some challenges. What's going on? This has, okay, let's go on. Let's just see what we've got here. Okay. So cards fall out. They want to be read. They want to be seen. The first one we have here is, again, reversed. This is a 0. This is a God source number, so there is something very divine with this. I know 7 is a divine number, but this is a, like you're being put on this path for a reason. You are here at this time for a reason. And if you follow me, I believe that the people that follow here we're basically all light workers. We're all, healers in some ways. There's a divine, we're on a divine journey in many, many ways, and we come together to be encouraged. You encourage me, I encourage you. So the fool doesn't necessarily look to where he's going, but the fool believes that everything will be fine. The sun is shining on the fool. The fool, is, kind of in a little bit of a dangerous position if he's to continue moving forward that direction. But it doesn't necessarily mean that he's going to. The fool just has a love of life, and the fool is, has a lot of faith and a lot of belief, knows that wherever the fool is going will be the right direction, even if there's some hard times for the fool. So something for this week, there's a new direction happening. Now we come to the Page of Swords. Now this is Major Arcana, which is more universal energy. This is Minor, which is more your day-to-day. Now the Court cards have a dual energy. Pages themselves have, their underlying energy is that earth energy, Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. We're going in, we're having a lot of that Capricorn energy right now. We're going into that Capricorn time. Money, job, career, tangible energy. So that has that earth, that's really grounded energy. Swords is that air energy. That is your Aquarius, your Gemini, and your Libra. And we've been talking about Aquarius and Gemini having Saturn in Aquarius and Mars in Gemini. So that is your air energy. That is your thought processes. That's thinking things through, making some plans. Also could be about hearing news. Okay? So the Page of Swords has this really, maybe hearing news about money, hearing news or about a new job, kind of this, things are in the air energy. The Page of Swords is not necessarily as focused as what he should be, because he's very enthusiastic. So he's kind of like jumping ahead of himself. He's one of these energies that just wants to kind of get there. Doesn't necessarily see the roadblocks, isn't really taking time to think things through, but that's okay. That's okay, because he's got this Fool energy next to him that's saying everything's going to be okay. The Page of Swords does bring about challenges. It's new challenges, new possibilities, but it's okay, because the Fool energy next to him is like saying, come on, we're going to get through this. Let's do this. Your next card we have is the 9 of Fire. So 9 has an energy, so we have a 0990. 9 has an energy of let's wrap it up. We've got this. You need, you just stand firm. Fire energy is our Aries. Again, Jupiter going into Aries. It's also our Leo. It's also our Sagittarius, and we're transitioning from Sagittarius to Capricorn. And again, passionate, burning, very committed energy here. Now, this 9 of rods or wands, some people call it either one, is basically, you can see he's been beat up a little bit. And I don't mean that somebody's jumped. It's just life has given him, this is somebody that has learned from the school of hard knocks, okay? But he is still standing firm. He is not backing down. So whatever's going on between the Fool and the Page, the 9 of Fire kind of tells them, hey, just keep moving. Don't stop. Don't back down. Don't give in. You've earned your right. You are now, you are where you're supposed to be, and you're not supposed to go backwards. So interesting stuff with that. Now, the one card we did not talk about, the one energy, is our cups or our water, which is our Cancer, which Pisces, and our Scorpio energy. Remember, Scorpio is in the southern, or the southern node is in Scorpio right now, so that is about the past, clearing up the past. And we have, we have Jupiter, which is leaving Pisces to go into into Aries. Now remember, that's not changing a direction, that's just moving on. So it is going at its normal pace. So let's see, with Osha Zen Tarot, is there anything else? So whatever this is, there is something that's new and exciting happening. It may be a little bit unbelievable. There's a lot of God source energy here. You have to believe, even if you feel like it's not, like you're not necessarily on steady ground. The page is basically kind of saying, yes, there is a new start, a new beginning. Think things through. There's going to be challenges. So it's not necessarily an easy week per se. There are challenges to this week. And then the Nine of Rods is going to say you need to just keep firm. You need to stay focused. You need to keep moving. You don't go backwards. Do not go backwards. Okay? Don't retreat. And again, I'm really getting, he has been through the school of hard knocks. So let's see, with the Osha Zen Tarot, God source energy, what would you have? Okay. Guilt. So we have an 8, unlimited opportunities, unlimited possibilities. And then we have this woman, or could be a man, but generally more of a feminine energy. Just, oh my gosh, the thoughts. What am I going to do? Where am I going to go? What am I supposed to do? Have I done right? So whatever's going on here is really bringing up a lot of upset. It's really bringing up a lot of, what have I been doing? What have I played into this? So there could be, remember with that Mercury brings revelations. We're not necessarily in the retrograde, but we're getting closer and closer to the retrograde. So it does bring revelations to us, and it's kind of like, oh my gosh, I can't believe that was happening. I can't believe this is happening. And what part did I play in any of this? So it's an interesting energy. I mean, we have this one that's all these possibilities, not necessarily easy, but not necessarily hard. We always have to remember that God's source is guiding us and putting us on this journey. We have to stay firm. And then we get this guilt card. The guilt card, too, though, is about letting go. I mean, you cannot move forward. You cannot move forward if you're stuck in guilt. Okay? Think of guilt as like one of those really sticky spider webs. And we've all seen movies. Well, we've seen movies where we get, where the hero or the heroine or whoever the main character is, even the bad guy gets stuck in gets stuck in their web, the web of deceit, the web. So there's something about this. We cannot move forward if we stick in, if we're stuck in guilt. I'm always talking that fear is a tool of the devil. Well, guilt is another tool, and it just doesn't let you move on if you get stuck in this energy. So this is more universal. So this is what's going on. There's lots of movement happening. We can't get stuck in guilt. We can face it. And then, we can apologize. We can say, yes, that happened. We can acknowledge, but we cannot get stuck in it. If you can't make a change to it, if you can't change the past, but we can learn from the past and we can move on. So, and these are all about moving on. This is saying, don't go back. Don't go back. Guilt, acknowledge it, move on. Okay? So interesting stuff for this week. I'm sorry that I'm on the later side, but I have actually had some a Christmas miracle in many ways. So maybe I'll talk about that on my blog. I don't know. Maybe I'll do something about it. But yes, our garage door came not completely, but it came off of its hinges. And if you've ever had that happen, it's interesting. But again, too, God Source came through, and within, I think, an hour, hour and a half, it was all resolved. And so again, I look at those as Christmas miracles. All right, so please take time to do the like, share, subscribe, clicking on the bell for notifications. We have hit 26,000 and we're staying there. Because like I said, normally it kind of goes up, goes down, goes up, goes down, but we're staying there and we are growing. So thank you to all. We're in this together and we're here to support each other. I hope I support you and help you, and I know that you do the same for me. So let's get started on our readings. Hello, my Aries, and Jupiter has returned. So like I said, be that drop of water. Just keep on, keep on, keep on, okay? Especially for you. So let's see. What higher power, what do you have for our Aries? What do you have for our Aries? What do you want to tell our Aries? Again, keep on, be that drop of water. And the persistence. So let's go. Okay. Ooh, Queen of Ariel. So Queen's energy underlying is water, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, and Aries is our earth energy, Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. So money, job, career, home. The Queen of Ariel likes, she likes pretty things. She likes to take care of herself, but she also takes care of others too. But she wants to do it she wants to make sure that that everyone that she has been assigned to her, that she has been given guardianship, she wants to make sure that they are fed, they are well, they are housed. So the Queen of Ariel has a very there is this maternal energy from that water energy, but there's a very practical energy. She knows that in order to get the best out of people, they need to be, a lot of times they need to be paid right. They need to make sure that they're not overworked. I mean, the Queen of Ariel has some really wonderful energies. So if you are a boss, if you are a, owner of a shop, if you, are a worker, it doesn't really matter. It's just making sure that your needs are met. Okay. And when your needs are met, it makes you that much more productive. It makes you that much more more secure, and you're able to live you're able to live life in a fuller manner. So that's what's going on for this whole week for you. So the Queen of Ariel is mature, practical, generous, and happy. Nurture yourself and those you love. The ability to make anything more beautiful, practical, and wise advice. So this is a week to take care of others, yes, but it also to take care of yourself. This is a week, I'm going to say, my Aries, for you to maybe take a break, maybe take a vacation, maybe take some meditation, maybe take some Reiki, maybe take a massage, maybe get, mani and a pedi, manicure and a pedicure. And that's whether you're male or female. It's always a good thing. This is a time to just kind of decompress and let go a little bit. At the same time, there is a nurturing energy here. There's a practicality energy, but you have to be in good shape in order for you to enjoy and go after the things you want to go after. Okay? So it is about taking care of yourself this week and doing the things that lighten your spirit. Next card is the Emperor. So we have a 4 energy here. This is a major arcana. 4 is stability, leadership, organization. The Emperor has a very strong, to me, masculine divine, masculine God, source energy here. Masculine and feminine. The Empress brings that Holy Spirit. The Emperor brings the God energy. Not to say that they're different, but more the masculine energy. Uriel brings the light. Okay, brings the truth. Uriel brings light to the truth. Okay, so there is something going on this week. It's kind of like, it's kind of making sure your foundation is stable, making sure that that before you move forward, that you're, maybe if it's monetary, that you paid your bills, that you're in a good, that it's kind of shoring up your foundation a little bit more too, okay? But you have to feel, you have to feel good. You have to feel, I shouldn't say good, you have to feel stable. You have to know that what you're coming from has a stable foundation in order for you to leap, okay? But again, Uriel brings light to something that's been hidden. So you might, again, with Mercury going retrograde, you might just kind of uncover something that you needed to uncover, okay? Stability and efficiency, taking charge of a situation, ambitious plans. So the other thing with this is it's changing your direction in some ways, changing your changing the the borders a little bit. It's changing the it's changing your paradigm a little bit. So instead of you being, the receiver or reacting, there's a change in what, in your just in your, I don't know, your direction. The word isn't coming to me. It's right there, but just not coming to me. It's a change in your paradigm. It's like now, instead of being the receiver, you're going to be the giver, or you're going to be the proactive one. Because again, it's taking charge of a situation. You need to make sure that you're in a good place in order to do that. Does that make sense? Anyway, let's see what we've got here. Next card is the Four of Gabriel. So we have a double four here. Angels are speaking. So take a look at what that means, because and how you do that is you go to the internet, type in 4 and angel numbers, and lots of things will be coming up with that. Sometimes that has a celebratory energy too, though stability, leadership, organization. There's kind of an outcome here. There's, Gabriel is your energy. It's also Leo and Sagittarius energy, passionate, burning, determined. There is an outcome here. There is a celebratory energy here. There is a resolution energy here. There is it's a change in your thought processes, change in what where you're going with all of this. So this is time for a celebration. Abundant rewards for hard work. Release yourself from burdensome situations. So there's something changing here. It's kind of like, again, it's a change in your paradigm. It's, instead of seeing yourself as the victim, you now see yourself as the survivor. Instead of seeing yourself as the one that has to do, as the one that's receiving the work, you're now the one giving the directions. So there's a change in your status. There's a change in your spirit. There's more of a energy to push forward. Okay. The word is there. I know the word. It's just not coming to my mind, so it's not ready to be released. Okay. Either that. Here, let's go on. Guardian angels. But it's good energy. But you have to take care of yourself. You have to get yourself in position for this strength. Okay? You have to shore up your shores a little bit. You have to shore up the, just your arguments. You have to just build up your energies so you can come to this resolution. Okay? But let's see. Guardian angels, what do you... Oh, okay, we got... I love it when... I say tongue-in-cheek. When we get a bunch of cards that come out. Okay. So we have another 4. We have organization. That is the same as Emperor. You've got to get everything in a line. So let's go on. So we have some validation here. Your plans are on target, and everything will flow more smoothly if you add a little organization and discipline to your methods. The key to success is to allow your creativity to be gently guided by logic. Be open in asking for help from someone very intellectual, or seek out a mentor. Now we have the Devil card. The Devil is facing your fears. This is a major arcana card. We have a 15, 555, change. Okay? Again, it's a change. You're changing your perspective. You're changing your outlook. Okay? So this talk, and again, this is where you have to face your fears in order for you to be free. Sometimes you may feel as though your way is blocked, but often that's just an illusion. You could free yourself from the obstacles that you're so focused on by choosing a different path. Turn your thoughts away from negativity and instead envision endless other possibilities you might act upon. Again, it's changing your perspective. Okay? Choose freedom. Major Arcana. Two of abundance. This is a two choices direction. Abundance is our earth energy, Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo, money, job. And there is a little bit of a balance. Again, by taking care of yourself, creating some stability will help you to focus, will help you to just have a bet. Again, it's all about the perspective. Life may be feeling a little out of balance right now. You could be working multiple jobs or trying to make a change to your dream career. It's important to keep things light. Can you read that? I don't know. So there we go. To keep things light and stay in touch with your inner child. Make your work as playful as possible. Multitasking with a positive attitude brings success. I know. So many of these. Whew. Okay, so now both of these cards are reversed, so strong stuff. So you've gotten 1, 2, and 3, and now we come to the Death card, where something has to end in order for something new to begin. We have that 13. 1 and 3 does add up to 4. Again, we have a bunch of 4 energy here. Letting go. There, like I said, this is the Death card. But it's not to mean that somebody's dying. It just means maybe it's a dream that dies. Maybe it's a season that dies. And in order for, like winter comes, everything seems to die during the winter. I know we're in, southern hemisphere. You know what I'm talking about because you've just gone through your winter and spring. In order for things to grow, letting go. Releasing the past can seem like a challenge, but it can be liberating. Your angels will help you let go so you can fly higher than ever before. Endings always herald new beginnings. Choose to allow this situation to lead you to a more joyful life. Change your life by changing your thoughts. So letting go. It's a new perspective. There's a new perspective. And with the new perspective, there's stability there. And it really is it's really going to make you, I don't know, fight harder even, or it's going to push you forward. Okay, this is our last one. The 8 of action. 8 is unlimited opportunities and possibilities. Action, again, is your sign. There's so much going on right now that it may feel overwhelming to you, and that's why you need to nurture yourself. And yet, it's wonderful to be so busy with the work that you love. Express gratitude for the blessings of heaven that are taking up your time, even if life feels challenging. If you're asked to travel and take a flight, then do so with confidence. Something about that travel. You might need to take a little trip. Whoa. Anyway, I only pull one, but if the cards want to say something, they want to say something. And I think there was a lot of confirmation in what we were talking about. Choose freedom is that devil card. It's, a tool. Fear is a tool of the devil. Don't buy into it. Letting go when there is something, there's a changing shift for you here. There's a change in a shift. There's a change in perspective. There's a change in your paradigm. But it actually provides a stability. It actually calms you down a little bit. And then my Aries, when you're calmer, it opens up your vision that much more. And now, and even, not saying that something that your goal has changed, it just puts you in a better position to go after it. Okay? Okay, let's see. Inspirational wisdom. Let's see what we've got here for my Aries. Wow, that was a mouthful on those. This one is reversed. Cherry Blossom Fairy. Ah, such a pretty little thing. Look after your life in the same way you would care for a fruit tree. Allow others in to help and nourish you. Goes back to that Queen of Ariel. I like that advice. That's good advice. Okay. Here we go. Crystals and energies for my Aries. Crystal and energy for my Aries. What do we have, my Aries? What do we have, my Aries? Crystal and energy for you. What would be helpful for my Aries? Here we are. So let's go on here. Well, okay. Moonstone. We do have that new moon, so this is not a bad stone to have at all. Female fertility, calming emotions, attracting new growth, new love, and growth. Moonstone is, like I said, we do have that new moon coming, so it's not something that, maybe you need to, there is this grounding energy here, that Queen of Ariel, taking care of yourself a little bit more. And the thing is, it's like taking care of yourself. It's going to rejuvenate. It's going to reignite your passions. It's going to, just kind of like, okay, step back and then get ready to go again. Okay, so let's see what we have here. Now, this is going to be more for fun. I have found these, and I'm going to say this to everybody, and I don't know that I'm going to continue these cards on this. I might do something different, but these are the oracle cards. And they will give you yes, no. They will give you angel advice, and they will give you kind of a where to go from here. But I find that I have been working with these, playing with these, and they don't always give me the answer that I want to hear, which is actually kind of good. But I'm like, no, I want another answer. Give me another answer. And I literally kept shuffling them and throwing the cards down. I shouldn't say throwing, putting the cards down, and they kept giving me the same answer, literally. Okay, ask a question, my Aries. Hold it to yourself. We will see. Remember, this is more for fun. This is more for fun. I know you'll probably say, well, all of this is for fun, and in some ways it is, but again, these are general energies. Ask your question. Do not base your life, or just, this is for fun. Here we go. So this is reversed, and I will tell you when it's got the blue border, it has more of a definitive answer. So you're going to have to let me know if this works for you or doesn't. Here we go. Choose a new direction. Interesting. Interesting. Let me know about that one for you. Okay, my Aries? Choose a new direction. Now, directions can get you to the same spot, but choosing a new direction can be also a detour in order to get you, like I said, to get you a little bit in a better place. So let me know, my Aries. Did that answer your question? Did it not? That one, like I said, I tried. It's like, oh, I don't like that one. But looking back, they kept giving me, I don't want to tell you what they kept giving me. It's like, ugh. Anyway, my Aries, please take time to comment, like, share, and subscribe. That button down there, those button down there. Click on the bell for notifications. Most importantly, my Aries, always know that you are loved. Stay shining and be blessed. Bye-bye.